And former President Dahl, congratulations. Looking forward to having some productive conversation. And it was just a real joy to be able to vote for you because of what that beast did to me, knifing me in the back like that. So anyway, welcome back, Mr. President.
Thank you so much.
Now from Times Square, it's That Kevin Show.
Somewhere in the bowels of the city that never sleeps,
Kevin McCullough, radio host with Salem Media,
is a man also not sleeping.
Syndicated radio talk show host Kevin McCullough.
And that guy would like a word with you.
Many of you know him from as Vostradamus.
Of course, That Kevin Show is going to be great. The only thing that could be greater, of course, would be That Donald Show. We don't have that, so we have That Kevin Show.
Featuring the music of Dick Tunney and the Dream in Color Orchestra. Straight ahead, the scariest war you've not heard of. Sean Prescott and James Young. Hispanic women did what? Judy Pino weighs in. A trans-Siberian tradition. Al Pitarelli joins us. Sketch comedy from the Babylon Bee and Lindsay L. back in the spotlight. And now, from Times Square, fresh off his nomination for Assistant Secretary of the Department of Government Efficiency, here's
Thank you for being here, Kevin McCullough. I couldn't be happier than to have you in tow with us. An exciting week, no doubt. Tonight, by the way, we've got some really incredible stuff for you. We're going to introduce you to yet one more of the fantastic contributors from the Independent Women's Forum. Judy Pino is going to be with us. We're going to break down everything that happened with the Latino vote and why it is so significant that going forward, the Republicans hold that coalition as they move forward. But I'm going to also probably scare you to death tonight, because there is a thing coming that I'm not sure I knew anything about. In fact, I don't think I'd ever heard of it until just recently. It's called Q-Day. It is going to be what quantum computers can do to our national security, our corporate business, banking, personal secrets. There's not going to be a secret left on planet Earth once quantum computing starts doing what it can do by way of it can slice through encryption like a hot knife through butter. And so we've got some guys that are doing something about it with a company called Scope Technologies that are going to join us. I'm looking forward to that conversation. Scares me to death that there will not be a single secret left on planet Earth if you don't take proper precautions when it comes to quantum computing. We're going to explain that threat to you coming up. I have to start, though, with what a crazy week following the election we've just concluded. And I don't mean crazy bad. I mean crazy awesome. When you look at the appointment by appointment by appointment of what Donald Trump has done with his cabinet, and you may not like them all. There may be things about some of them that you'd like to be a little bit different. But there's one thing you cannot argue. And that is that this is a group of people that are untalented and without any passion. And what you haven't seen from cabinet members in quite a while are guys that are dedicated, devoted, and ready to launch the day that their job starts. You're talking about young talent that are ready to go. And whether it's Zeldin at EPA, Gates at Justice, Hegseth at Defense, whether it's Stefanik at the UN, whether it's Gabbard at the national security apparatus, it does not matter where they are. These are people that have their eyes on the target. They know exactly what they're there to do, and they're going to go get it done. And I find it funny that the other side is now so apoplectic about just the mere possibility that bureaucrats are going to do something in their position, that they're falling out all over themselves. And they're kind of showing how stupid they are. Take a look at The View reacting to our Pete. Take a look.
Is this the guy who's qualified to make decisions about the most powerful military in the world, who clearly does not know anything about the military?
You know, and also I feel insulted. I'm a morning TV host, and I've been here the longest.
Yes.
Where's my ambassadorship to Italy, Donald? Was it something I said?
Beyond what he's saying just about women, the scary part is the Secretary of Defense is the highest-ranking member of the federal cabinet, and there is a budget of $841 billion. It's the largest government agency. It operates 4,800 sites in over 160 countries, and as someone who right now, we stand here with a country that has a lot of turmoil in the Middle East, in Russia and Ukraine, even in Asia with China, it makes me more than a little worried that you're picking someone who has, he served for 5 or 6 years. He was mid-ranking, never has worked in the government. And you can say the government's bureaucratic and get an outside person that's going to clean it up, but it hasn't been cleaned up yet. And therefore, you have to understand the place you're going into to operate it at its most efficient capacity. So it's alarming.
What is particularly ironic about those people is that they don't know anything about what they're opining on. And to say, as that last woman did, that he was in the military for 4 or 5. He's still in the military. He still serves in the reserves. He was slated to work the Biden inaugurational day and got bounced because someone saw the Christian cross on his chest on his social media and spread a story about him being a white supremacist. And he got singled out and taken down. This is a dude who gets it. Multiple tours of duty, 2 Bronze Stars. This guy is no slouch. So I don't know who these women think that they are, but they know nothing. And Joy Behar, you're not getting anything on the taxpayer dime. You don't, forget it. But Whoopi and all, it's just ridiculous. But they're the ones out there saying this stuff. And they're trying to say it about all of the cabinet members because they know that this is a group of people that are going to go get stuff done. Mike Huckabee going to Israel is a genius. There's not one more staunch supporter of Israel on the planet. And he is going to be the ideal point person on all things in the Middle East. I can't wait for this group to be empowered and turned loose. And I'm really loving the fact that you've got comparisons being made with Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to the Bobs from Office Space. Yeah, what exactly do you do here? That question needs to be asked of every person in every department across the entirety of government, and we need to fire the people that don't have a legitimate purpose for being there. We need to align all of government to the priorities of what the country needs. And if they don't serve that purpose, if they don't in some way perform properly what the purpose of their position is to be there in terms of how they're helping and benefiting the American people, then they've got to go. They've got to go. All right. More on that as we go through the days to come, I'm sure. And can you imagine this? Can you imagine Tulsi Gabbard now being in charge of all the people that were spying on her, or Matt Gaetz now being in charge of all the people that were trumping up things against him? Can you imagine the fear in the knees that are rattling in government offices right now? It's a beautiful thing. Hey, speaking of beautiful things, have you registered for the Sugarfina Holiday Advent Calendars? We're going to make a draw. We're going to do a drawing on the last day of November and announce the winner. But the beautiful traditional Advent calendar that they have, and by the way, the lovely bride just got these for our kids, and she got both. She got the Hello Kitty and she got the traditional. They are both stocked full of candy, and they are the most beautiful Advent calendars you've ever seen. SugarFinaHoliday.com to register for your chance to win. SugarFinaHoliday.com. We're going to draw it on the last day of November, and we're going to rush you the calendar so that you can enjoy it this Christmas season. SugarFinaHoliday.com. SugarFinaHoliday.com is where you go to get that. SugarFinaHoliday.com. Just go and sign up for your chance to win. Also, if you go there, SugarFinaHoliday.com, you're going to get a 20% off coupon for anything you might want to buy, too. So that works out well. SugarFinaHoliday.com. Get your 20% off. Register for your chance to win the Advent calendar and then have loads of fun. We got a big show for you coming up. We've got the guys from Scope Technologies are going to be here. Judy Pino's going to be here from the Independent Women's Voice. We've got sketch comedy from the Babylon Bee back in the house tonight. And in the spotlight, she's back, one of our reigning queens, Lindsay L. with Tune and Song. Stick around. It's a lot of fun.